Hello, it's Sophia again. I am going to be doing the video for game reflection for Unit 4 Activity 2. Once again, my voice is not that great right now because I had soccer last night and I wasn't feeling that well, but aside from that, I will be doing the reflection. So I have played the game, the GPS game, and I really like how it's set up because I think it's interesting how I don't know who the game developer is, but I'm very interested in how they created it because it's really interesting. Because it's organized very well, and you have your skill definitions. You also have your game summary, your profile, your history. Well, you have save, and you have these little different games for like collaboration, initiative, like independent working, organization, responsibility, self-regulation. You have like individual games, and they help you to they kind of have a definition for each one of those, and it's interesting because you can like learn about it and play the games and think about like how to enact or like how to react, like how to be in that situation of organization or collaboration. So for collaboration, they were doing the scavenger hunt and they had to figure out how they're going to find all the pieces, and it was kind of cool. And we ended up finding all the pieces, and it was like talking about how you need to work together because they were fighting, and obviously collaboration is working well with others and listening to others and their ideas and making sure that there's a great and even outcome. Also when you're making your avatar, it also defines your options for what you choose and they're creating your avatar. So I think that the game is really cool, and I did learn some things. Like I did learn things about self-regulation and initiative working. I also learned stuff about organization, and it's not just being organized not just being organized like, oh, my pencil has to be in this specific order. It's also having like your mind organized as well. So also now going on to the high five messages. So in 1995, a collection of Canadian career experts were asked to summarize everything they knew about career development. Their high five messages were the foundation for a successful career and life planning. So the high five messages are: change is constant, focus on the journey, learning is continuous, and team up with others, and then follow your heart. So change is consistent. The word fail is basically not like failing could be in two different like meanings. Like failing could be attempting to do something, but then you just need to try again and not give up. And then failing can be something that maybe you're not suited for that. But I also liked how the game like allowed you, if you didn't get the right answer, you could just try again. If you failed, if you failed or like didn't get the correct answer for the game or like didn't unlock the key in the game, then you can just retry and you can try over and over again, and then until you find yourself successful. So like don't like just give up, keep trying to find the path to being successful, and then you can just keep going with that in all the games and categories. And then basically I kind of played it like a little bit mix and match. Like I played a game or two in one category and then like another one and the other one. So it's kind of fun planning your pathway for your future, and sometimes planning more than one route can change like your plan. So completing a task is more successful than the opportunities appeared in the GPS map. So reflecting on what I was learning on that game kind of helps you, like, when you're going to learn collaboration in the future. It can help you when you're going to be collaborating with either at your work or with school or something else that can help you to learn how to talk to others. If you're introverted, then it can help you become more extroverted. So then it's every experience is an opportunity to learn more about your strengths and your abilities and your interests and your skills. In the game, you made choices that affected the learning skills, especially your learning skills and your work habits. And considering that the avatar's attributes at the beginning of the game were initially set to mirror your own, I think that I did good for my avatar, and I think that my avatar was fair at the end of the game. And then I think that based on my choices, it was pretty accurate. And teaming up with others, the game is there, like in the collaboration teamwork one. People were not really interested in having teamwork or anything. They were like, "Oh, I don't want to do anything. All you brainiacs do it." And stuff like that, but they don't know that teamwork involves everyone pitching in to help them, because, like, honest, okay, so my dad told me a story yesterday that, this is like personally, my dad told me a story yesterday how he was in a group of, so it was related to soccer, so my dad was in a group with 4 guys, including himself, and he was playing against a group that had 11 like a team of 11, so it was 11v4, and my dad's group won because they had better teamwork and collaboration, because the other players were self-centered and they didn't really know how to pass or work together, but my dad's team beat them because they had better communication skills towards the other teammates, and they worked well together and they had good collaboration, and they ended up winning because they could do that and they had that skill set and work habit towards something that they love, with example like soccer. And then follow your heart is basically talking about how if you enjoy something, then keep pursuing it, because if you don't love something, then there's you like what do you get out of that? If you don't love something, then what do you get out of that situation? Like, for like careers, if you love your job, then you should pursue in it, but if you don't love your job, then are you happy with where you are? Like, you want to be happy with what you're doing. And then after that, I think that I think that your heart can dream for you, kind of in that way. So you should listen to your heart, which a lot of people have said that before. But listen to your heart and see what it tells you. And if your heart tells you to follow your dreams, then I think that you should do it. Because your heart's desires and dreams go into planning your future pathways. So I think that the high five message relates to all of those, because it's change is consistent, focus on your journey, learning is continuous, team up with others, and follow your heart. The high five messages, which I've actually never heard of them, which is kind of cool, but the game does apply to them in senses. So overall, I really like the game, and I'm really glad that the teacher had sent it into our assignments, and it was really fun learning all the different categories and learning more things towards them, which I didn't know. So thank you for that, and that was my game reflection.